مرحبا وأهلا وسهلا فيكم. Welcome to another session of Learning Levantine Arabic. This is Ibrahim with you. And today's session we'll be looking at the relative pronouns. And first of all, what do we mean by relative pronouns? So a relative pronoun, we use it to introduce relative clauses, actually tell us a little bit more about people and things, or give us an explanation about the first sentence or the first action that we've started a sentence with, and to describe it. So again, as you see in front of you on the screen, as it might be easier for you to read it as well, but I'm pretty much reading the same. So relative pronouns, we use it to introduce relative clauses, and these relative clauses, they give us a bit more explanation and description to or on or about the first sentence. So we've got the first one, Lord Ibrahim, which is me, who is 79, has just retired. That's brilliant. So, and it is Lord Ibrahim. You didn't know that about me. That's a key fact. Write it down. Lord Ibrahim يلي صار عمره 76 سنة هلا لتقاعد. هلا لتقاعد. So here we've got يلي, which means who. So this is the house which Jack built. هيدا هو البيت يلي بنى جاك. هيدا هو البيت يلي بنى Jack. And then Marie Curie is the woman that discovered radium. And in Arabic we say Marie Curie هي الست يلي اكتشفت radium. So what do we mean by these relative pronouns? Well, as you see, in English they change from one to another, from which, whom, whose, that. But in Arabic it's just يلي يلي يلي, meaning it never changes. Let me read these sentences again for you. Lord Ibrahim يلي صار عمره 76 سنة هلا لتقاعد. And هيدا هو البيت يلي بنى جاك. Marie Curie هي الست, meaning the woman, the lady, يلي اكتشفت الراديوم, the radium. And the relative pronouns in English are the following, which we've got some for the subject, some for the object, some for the possessive. In this chart in front of you, there are who, which, whom, whose, that. But in dialect, in Arabic, we only have got one, and it is yelli or illi. Both are absolutely the same. You would hear people using either of them. Memorize any of them. It doesn't really matter which one of them. Just pick one. So yelli, I would use yelli. So pick yelli. And now let's look at it from a different angle in Arabic only. So here we've got the relative pronouns in MSA, الفصحى, and here we've got the relative pronoun in a dialect or العامية, which means dialect. So in Fusha we do have, very much like in English, we do have a number of these relative pronouns. So we've got الذي, which is for singular masculine, التي for singular feminine, اللذان for dual masculine, اللتان for dual feminine, اللذين is for masculine plural, and اللواتي is for feminine plural. On the other side, we've got only one yelli, and that's the nice thing about spoken, is in spoken they tend to shorten all of these pronouns and they gather them all in one and summarize it all in one. Here we've got a couple of examples just to highlight this a bit further. الولد الذي يلعب هو صديقي. And in dialect we say الولد يلي عم يلعب هو رفيقي. الولد الذي يلعب هو صديقي. And in dialect we say الولد يلي عم يلعب هو رفيقي. Obviously you could use the same word رفيقي, صديقي, pretty much means the same thing, but رفيقي is used more often in dialect. But to be honest, there isn't a percentage of 75 versus 25 uses رفيقي or صديقي, so people use either of them similarly to you. The second sentence is feminine singular. البنت التي تلعب هي صديقتي. The girl who's playing is my girlfriend or my female friend. And in dialect we say البنت يلي عم تلعب هي رفيقتي. البنت يلي عم تلعب هي رفيقتي. So it's pretty much the same, but we've got يلي and عم as an extra. And now we've got the sentence in dual masculine in MSA. الولدان اللذان يلعبان هما صديقاي. الولدان اللذان يلعبان هما صديقاي. And in dialect we say الولدين يلي عم يلعبوا هن رفقاتي. الولدين يلي عم يلعبوا هن رفقاتي. Now we've got dual feminine. البنتان اللتان تلعبان هما صديقتاي. صديقتاي and صديقاي. That's for the masculine, and this for the feminine jewel. Masculine jewel, feminine jewel. البنتان اللتان تلعبان هما صديقتاي. And in dialect we say البنتين يلي عم يلعبوا هن رفقاتي. البنتين يلي عم يلعبوا هن رفقاتي. Masculine plural in MSA الأولاد الذين يلعبون هم أصدقائي. الأولاد الذين هم يلعبون. الأولاد الذين يلعبون هم أصدقائي. The children who are playing are my friends. And in dialect we say الولاد يلي عم يلعبوا هن رفقاتي. الولاد يلي عم يلعبوا هن رفقاتي. So you see, we tend to shorten a lot and use pretty much the same, and that's why spoken is considered a lot and much easier than Modern Standard Arabic. And feminine plural in Modern Standard Arabic we say البنات اللواتي يلعبن هن صديقاتي. البنات اللواتي يلعبن هن صديقاتي. The girls who are playing are my friends. البنات يلي عم يلعبوا رفقاتي. البنات يلي عم يلعبوا رفقاتي. So as you see from this basic comparison, that in dialect we tend to use pretty much the same. So يلي, as you see, is being repeated throughout of it. And even for the plural, we don't really differentiate in dialect between the dual feminine and the dual masculine, and even the plural feminine and the plural masculine. So it's pretty much the same, unlike Modern Standard Arabic, which we have to use a very specific relative pronoun for every person in terms of feminine or masculine, or plural or dual. So hopefully this basic comparison had helped you and give you a clearer idea how do we use يلي. Now I've got you a couple of examples. I would like you to complete these sentences with whatever you want. So we've got هي البنت يلي, this girl who, هي البنت يلي, put anything there. هيدا الجاكيت يلي, this is the jacket which, or this jacket which, then put anything there. Number 3, 3, أنا رايحة لعند صالون النسوان. أنا رايحة, I'm going, لعند, to, صالون النسوان, to the hairdresser. يلي, gap, you could put anything there. ليش ما بتلبسي الفستان يلي, gap, why aren't you wearing the dress which, then you could add anything there if you want to. 5, ليش ما بتلعب مع الشباب يلي. ليش ما بتلعب, why aren't you playing, مع الشباب, with the young men, يلي, and then you could complete the sentence with whatever you want. هيدا هو الفيلم, this is the film, يلي, followed by anything. هيدا رفيقي وأخي أبو مرقص. This is my friend and my brother أبو مرقص يلي ساكن بأستراليا, who lives in Australia. وين القلم يلي, gap, where is the pen which, then you need to complete the sentence with whatever you want. عجبك المطعم يلي, عجبك, which means did you like, عجبك, did you like, عجبك المطعم يلي, and complete the sentence with whatever you wish. عجبك المطعم يلي, هيدا هو المدير يلي, this is the manager who, and then complete the sentence with whatever you wish. Again, we've got 10 sentences, give it a try, complete these sentences with whatever you wish, and hopefully that would help you to understand a little bit more how do we use these relative pronouns. I'm going to go over them once more. هي البنت يلي, هيدا الجاكيت يلي, أنا رايحة لعند صالون النسوان يلي, ليش ما بتلبسي الفستان يلي, ليش ما بتلعب مع الشباب يلي, هيدا هو الفيلم يلي, هيدا رفيقي وأخي أبو مرقص يلي, وين القلم يلي, عجبك المطعم يلي, هيدا هو المدير يلي, and then you could complete the sentence with whatever you want, and hopefully this would give you a clearer idea how do we use this relative pronoun, which we in dialect we shortened it from 5 or 6. And with that, I'll end today's tutorial. I hope you really enjoyed yourselves and learn a new grammatical case in Levantine Arabic. Until next time, stay safe. Ma salama.